Hello everyone, this is Sam and this is Car Legion. Welcome back to another video. For today's video I have a very interesting vehicle. I was shocked when I found out it was available at our good friends at Oakville Honda, a Honda dealership located in Ontario, Canada, Oakville specifically. If you want to know more about them, the link will be in the description box. The reason I picked this car, and I rarely do used vehicles, and this one specifically, of course it is used, because I find them interesting in terms of the price and features and so on. This is the perfect example of what you can get for under $50,000, and I mean a lot. So here is behind me. I'm going to show you exactly what it is and why I'm so excited to show it to you, because I rarely find cars like this that are so reasonably priced and for what they offer. The 2018 Audi A8L. So it's not just the standard A8, it's the L with the sport package. And this thing right now, used, is going in Canada at our good friends at Oakville Honda for under $55,000. It has less than 30,000 kilometers. It is 2018 model, which means you still have the warranty. The other benefit with this car, because it's only a year and a half old, technically not 2 years, even though it's a 2018 model, is that you can still purchase an extended warranty from Audi if you want it. So you have an amazing vehicle for pretty much $55,000 in Canada, which would be about 40,000 so in the States, and it barely has 15,000 miles if we wanted to convert it to that. So the whole thing here is coming with so much technology for literally the price of a Honda Accord fully loaded, or maybe a Toyota Highlander or a RAV4, and you're getting so much. And this is not even just the standard, this is actually the L package, which gives you a lot more features. And it's not even the top trim yet. It's the middle trim is the sport package, but with the top you can add infotainment system in the back, like entertainment unit and so on. But I will show you some of the cool features on this vehicle. Before I take it for a test drive, I want to show you exactly what this thing offers for $55,000. How much do you get with that kind of money for this vehicle? It's one of those cars that depreciates really quick, because the original price on this was about $125,000 in Canada, and it has dropped over 60% off the original value, which means this thing, it's so inexpensive at this point because of that depreciation. And I know generally these things will depreciate like the BMW 7 Series and so on. I know exactly what you guys are thinking. I was like, well, Sam, this thing is going to be a nightmare to fix. Who cares? At the end of the day, you are covered under warranty. You're going to get the extension. You're going to pay a couple of $1,000s more or so on. Or what you can do is get an out-of-warranty option from different companies that offer such a thing, bumper to bumper, and you name it. But you can, of course, get the extension if you want it through the actual manufacturer, because this is technically almost brand new. And it doesn't have any crash reports on it. It's still intact. The car is brand new like the original. It doesn't have any smokers in it. The car interior is mint. And I'll go into detail on that. But first, let's start with the exterior. What do you get for that much money? Well, first of all, of course, you get the standard LED headlights, as you can see. The front has the massive grille. This is the D5. It was redesigned back in 2017 from the previous model, which I have reviewed as well. If you want to watch that video, the link will be in the description box. The D4 I reviewed, and that again was another amazing deal. But this just blew me away. If I want to show, let me show you the headlights here, how cool these things are. This is the turning signal, the daylight running lights as well, and then you have the massive headlights in there. The design in this thing is so futuristic. Amazing quality, amazing shape as well. Very flat all the way through. We have a 360 camera, therefore you have that camera right in the front. No fog lights. Let's move on into this side and let me show you what else you get. First of all, this has the massive engine, a V8 a turbocharged engine, and it has big brake kit in the front, so you're getting only for the front area. The back one has only single piston. I believe these are 4 pistons in the front. And of course, being an L, it does have air suspension system. As you can see right inside, the air suspension system, which can be adjusted from inside. You can lower the vehicle or you can raise it based on your needs. It also has the entry option. You can raise the vehicle and lower vehicle again. It also has, of course, soft closing option. Beautiful for both doors. Now, let me show you the key fob and what do you get with the original key fob that this vehicle came in, which I believe is very similar to the D4 model. So this is the key fob. It's a bit heavy, a bit of a metal in here, but overall it's plastic glossy style. You have for the trunk, lock, unlock, and so on. And inside this part here is actually the reserve key in case if the automatic option does not work. When you lock the vehicle, it has that beep noise. As you can see, this thing is huge from the front to the back. It is the L version. Let's go to the back side and let me show you what do we got in here. First of all, LED tail lights, of course, 2018 model. This is the A8L, as I mentioned previously. We have the twin exhaust pipes located at the bottom. Let me give you a quick intro. There we go. Twin exhaust on each side. Even though this looks like a single, it's just a chrome tip. To open the trunk, of course, it has the kick option underneath. With your key fob, you need to have your key fob with you. And then here we go. And look at this gigantic trunk. Massive space. If you're concerned about space, you shouldn't, because this thing is huge. Now, at the top, we have, of course, to close the tailgate, we have to close the vehicle. If you want it, once you're done, you can just press that. It will lock the vehicle and, of course, the tailgates. It also has the European triangle that they use in case of an accident. It comes with it. Every single thing that came with the vehicle from the manufacturer, this has it, as you can see. And then, of course, we have the mats here, the rubber mats that which it comes with. And then you have more space on this side, more space on that. Now let's open the hood and let me show you the engine you get with this beast. We have a massive E8 in here. It's a turbocharged engine. This thing makes 450 brake horsepower. It's equipped with an 8-speed automatic transmission with Tiptronic, and of course it is a quattro all-wheel drive system. Huge engine. So let us jump into the second row and let me show you what it offers. Here we go. Of course, soft closing for the rear doors as well. Let me show you what we have on the second row. First of all, the door panel in here, we have the control unit for the side shades, and of course for both sides. We have for the rear shade and of course for the actual roof that is located onto the back. So you have one in the front and one in the back. As you can see, you can operate both, and the crazy part that you can actually open this one as well. And you can operate through this. On top of that, you have the ashtray located onto this side. And to pop it out, to clean it, just press this button over here and you're done. Now, what do we have in here? Beautiful leather interior all the way through. You also have an ashtray onto that side. This doesn't come with the rear entertainment unit, but you can find cars that have that, but this model specifically doesn't. And let me show you what we have inside. Into the center in here, we have the center unit for the climate. You can control for the seats here, the temperature, the fan speed, and so on. So this has 4 climate units, for 2 in the front, 2 in the back for each side. Pretty amazing. To the center we have more space, and then we have into this area more space as well. This is the front area, steering wheel, center infotainment system, luxury all around. Onto this side, let me show you how this thing operates. Press it once, and then the actual shade locks right in, disappears completely. Look at that. And then to open it, you press it again, and here you go. Goes all the way at the top. We have the inside light, of course, you have it one here. If you press that, there is one over here, and then we have 2 more onto this side. I mean, this thing has so much technology that it's going to take me hours to finish this video. And then into this area, we have the buttons for the actual shade at the top, and you can open it. And of course, if you want to open slightly the actual roof, you can do so. Now you get a bit of air. Rarely you find cars that have this option when they have an actual panoramic roof in the back. Like, pretty amazing. In the center here, we have heated seats for both sides. You have for the passenger and the passenger on this side, and this is for your unit control. The vent is located into the center in here to blow some air. You can change that. We have some cigarette lighters and we have a cigarette lighter in here, and then we have the 12 volts. This is a full executive package, one of the most insane cars to drive around. And if you have a big family, this will be perfect too. For the price, this thing is absolutely amazing. You also got vanity mirrors in here for both sides. You have for left and right. The interior light, as you can see, right in this area for nighttime to give you an amazing experience inside the vehicle. This is equipped with the Bose audio system. We have the speakers in here. Beautiful sound, crystal clear. Now, I've covered everything you need to know all around this area. Let's jump in the front and let me show you what it offers before we take it for a test drive, which I'm very excited. Let's start first with the door panel. So what do we have in here? You have all the actual control units in this side for the mirrors, the child lock for both sides. We have memory seats. We have the actual lock and unlock. And this is for the blind spot assist. You can turn it off or turn it on. Very easy access compared to other vehicles where you have to go through the infotainment system. It also has extra space in here, extra compartment for you to use. And this is for the actual trunk. Now, the actual seat over here is where things start make it interesting. So you can see this white line around there. That's actually the light. So for nighttime, if you're unable to actually see, it uses this part here to brighten the area and in order for you to have access to that. Now, this is for massage seats, and you can change the settings with this unit over here. This is also for the bolsters. You can adjust the bolsters, but it's also for the massage seats, and you can adjust. This is fully powered. It's the same thing for the passenger, and you have the leg extend. You also have the leg extension as well. Now, in here, we have a power steering column, and then we have the actual heated button, which is not located on top or over there. It's located right in here. Moving to the fun part as well here. This button is actually for the headlights. So based on the weather, the headlights will adjust for more brightness. And then you have the buttons for the actual headlight to put into automatic and standard and so on. Now, let's jump in. Okay, so here we go. We are inside right now. Unfortunately, this doesn't have a touchscreen infotainment system. What it does have, though, is an infotainment display that can be hidden in. Now, look at that. You don't like the screen front, you just hide it. In the center, though, what you do have is the touch display here, touch buttons. This is basically for the actual radio, for phone numbers and so on. You can change everything from there. And then you have the unit here to control the infotainment system. This for including the actual scroll button, and of course everything in here is for the infotainment system. It can easily be operated. It's not that hard. You just need to understand how things work and based on that. But you have easy access. For example, you want to go to the menu, you press the button, and then you can work with the cross You can work from there with the actual scroll button as well. You have infotainment system, telephone, navigation system, and so on. Over here we have the climate unit, you have heated seats and ventilated seats, and you have the climate control unit for both sides, left and right. You can change the temperature from there. They are not touchscreen here, they're just standard buttons of course. And then into this area we have for the radio, they have the sound and so on. Everything you need to know, it's right in here for the infotainment system, climate unit, and so on. Now, in here, what we have is the Audi multimedia, and you have two USB card ports. You can plug one here, one there, if you have pictures or anything like that you want to read, and it's fully hidden in. Now, onto the steering wheel in here. This is basically a standard steering wheel. It's not compared to the new Audis. It's changed a bit from the 2018 model. 2020 is a bit different. The actual cluster is not digital, it's just standard. You have the tachometer and the speedometer on one side. The center is actually the screen that is manually adjustable. The center screen is actually standard display. It's not analog, and you can change the settings from here. You have navigation in there, you have the series and so on. This is for the car. You can adjust for the actual vehicle from here. And then all the settings you have in this part as well. The actual cruise control is located on this side. The interesting part about this car is that Audi actually offered a self-driving experience in this vehicle, which was level 3 autonomous driving. Unfortunately, because the laws in the States and Canada, they had to take it away from this vehicle because they wouldn't allow actually cars to have this kind of system, which is fully self-driving, apparently level 3, which is what other companies are trying to reach. This was posted online. I found it on their brochure as well. Now, this has air suspension system. We can change all the settings. If we go into the actual infotainment system, I'm going to show you around what it offers in here. We go into car, and then if you press the bottom button into the center, we have vehicle settings, driver assistance settings, servicing, AC unit. You have the control here for the rear cabin and the footwell temperature as well, if you want to have air blowing at the bottom. Now that's basically for the temperature, the fan speed, so you can increase and decrease the fan speed for both sides. Now let's go back in here and then move on into the main menu, onto the car. Then we have the driver assist package as well. So it has speed warning, parking aid option as well. We have Audi side assist, rain sensor if you want to turn it off. Now let's go back into the next one, into the vehicle settings itself. And then you have seats. You can have driver seats, change the settings for easy entry and so on. Let's move on back into a different settings. And we have exterior light as well. You can change in here automatic headlights. You can do the lights when leaving the car, lights when unlocking the car, and so on. A lot of settings in this vehicle. You have the garage door opening as well. We have the lock when driving. So once you're in the car and you start driving, it will lock automatically. You can change the settings. Automatic rear blind as well. Same thing, you can turn it off and turn it on, so it will open and close every time the vehicle opens or it closes. Then we have the air suspension system for towing. So in case if you're using the vehicle for towing, you need to turn on the option for the air suspension system. Now, if you go into the vehicle settings and you go back into there, so you have those options. Now let's go back. You change that driving mode. Into the center in here, what do we have? This is the start-stop button, the gear knob. You have power handbrakes. You also have auto hold and so on, but not in this package. You can purchase with a different model. This thing comes with the actual pedal shifters if you want to have some fun. Now, I've covered everything you need to know about this car, interior-wise, all the settings that it comes with. Is an amazing car. It's time to take this for a test drive, and let me show you how good it is on the road. We're also going to do an actual dB test for the cabin noise because it's a luxury vehicle. You want to find out how good it is inside. Is it any good? Is it better? Or so on. Now, let's go for a test drive. I just realized I actually had left the actual plate in the trunk, so I had to put the plate on. Okay, I think now we're good to go. Here we go, drive mode. Oh, the massage seats, they were actually turned off because I wasn't sitting in there. Very smart. Save the energy. Oh, the seat in here is glorious. The air conditioning is glorious. The drive on this thing, it is smooth. This thing has exactly 31,000 kilometers, and the inside feels like it just came out from the manufacturer. Absolutely love this thing. Comfortable, tons of power, more than you'll ever need in a standard road. It sounds glorious. Oh, oh my God. The ride quality, just up and down, up and down. You don't even feel anything in this car. For the amount of kilometers, I expected a bit more uncomfortable. Maybe the air suspension system gotten softer. This thing, it's as good as day one. Absolutely love this beast. V8 turbocharged. Oh, yes. Bring it on. Oh, just amazing. You have so much technology in this vehicle. I know you're going to keep saying this, Sam, it's a money pit, blah, 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 blah. I know that, but who cares? You have warranty, get extended warranty. You're covered. You don't have to worry about it. It breaks down, bring it back, they'll give you a car for a week and so on. All the problems will be done by the time you're finished with the warranty on this thing. And after that, get rid of it. It's $55,000 Canadian, this thing. Will be about, what, 40,000 or so US. For this much car, the price. You can use the money pit theory as much as you want. This is not the point here. The point is you're getting so much for the price. And the thing is that even if there are problems, if there is like 15 problems on this thing, who cares? You're covered. Warranty will cover everything. If there's any recalls, you're covered. This thing had only one recall, I believe it was a fuel pump problem, which will be covered by the manufacturer. They're supposed to do that. Most of the time we'll do it. I had a BMW, had the same problem. This thing drives as smooth as butter. It is so comfortable. I mean, for the space in the back, if you have kids, this thing is perfect too. You'd rather pick this than get, I don't know, a BMW 3 Series. That thing will go up to $80,000 Canadian new, and by the time you want to sell it, you depreciate it another 30-40% or so. This thing, the previous owner already got hit by the depreciation. You don't have to worry about it. Honestly, if I needed a car, I would look for something like this. I've always wanted like this. I don't like when I can't get any warranty, because I don't like putting myself through that, like getting a car, a mechanic to fix it and so on, buying parts. I don't do that anymore. I used to do it. This thing, you're covered under any circumstance, any situation, you'll be perfect. It drives, I can't explain it in words. You need to be in this thing. I have the massage seat on. The air control is on, the climate unit, it's on. The rear side has cooling heated seats as well. You have the ventilated seats in the front for both sides, massage seats for both sides. Brakes are awesome, big brake kit in the front. Just the ride quality in this vehicle is worth $1 million. Yes, if you're out of warranty and those things break, well, you're in a bit of a problem because they cost quite a lot of money. But if you don't like that, you can convert them into coilovers. Like, this is the beauty of this car. What I love about this thing, it drives so good. Like, words can't explain how well this thing drives. You need to be in it. Steering is soft. The sitting position for me in this car is perfect. I'm 6'2", I like big cars like this. You feel nice and comfortable. Technology-wise, you're pretty much anything that you need. You also have a plug-in for your iPod and the rest of them. Like, you're covered on that. You can connect your phone in there and so on. 360 camera, backup camera, parking aids, all that stuff that you get in a new car, you have it in a year and a half old, because this thing is technically not 2 years old. It hasn't even gone to 2 years old. I can't explain how good of a deal, in my opinion, this thing is. If you have a second car, like maybe an SUV, and you need something smaller but still a bit of space and a luxury, this thing, it's pretty good in my opinion. Let's push it. Oh, glorious, glorious. Absolutely love it. Now, I don't even have it in sport mode. It's just an individual right now. Let me put it into dynamic mode. It doesn't have sport mode, it's just dynamic. Right now into dynamic. Oh, stiffer suspension system already. The throttle reaction is there now. This thing is good. This thing is really good. It feels like a sports car, but for adults, like if guys that want to enjoy life and have a good ride. And this thing, it's perfect. Oh, my neck. Guys, honestly, you can't beat something like this. Forget about what they tell you about being money pit and so on. Who cares? You're still under warranty. Purchase a separate one. Think about that for a moment. $120,000 new. It's $55,000 right now at Oakville Honda. This thing has all the bells and whistles you need in a nice car. Forget about the problems and money pit ideology that these people have against the Audi A7, A8s, and BMW 7 Series. If there's something like this, you can't miss it. This thing gets covered. You're problem free for another 3-4 years on this. You can put 100,000 kilometers, get rid of it after that. The first guy got the big hit. You don't get hit as much. You might lose maybe 10 grand or so, but you lose in any other car for that matter. This thing, it's a next level. It offers so much for the price. It's just unbelievable in my opinion. When I saw this on the website, I was not 100% sure. Maybe I thought this has some sort of a crash, an accident, a previous accident. They showed me the report. There wasn't anything on it at the time for this specific model. I couldn't see anything. It looked too good to be true, so I had to see it in person. That's why I came in to review it. 62.5 at 70 kilometers an hour. 62.5, and I'm in the middle of a traffic. Now, to some, that might not mean anything. You don't understand what 62 means. To me, this means it's as quiet as it can be. I thought, generally, with a lot of traffic, you'd be doing about 65 or so. This is 62.5. This is how good this car is. And it is glorious. Anyways, that was it for today. Thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe and like, and check out conquestcars.ca. If you want to find out new reviews, written articles, my videos get posted as well. If you are interested in buying a new car, guess what? We have guys over there from all dealerships in Ontario that can help you out find the right car. We can connect you with the right people, get discount, get insurance discounts, get promotions as well. Any deal of the month, whether it's pickup truck, whether it's anything that you want to find out, is there. Just check the link below. And if you want to reach out to these guys at Honda Oakville directly, stop wasting your time in like links and Kijiji and all that stuff. You can get straight to them through us. Just click the link below. We'll get you straight to a sales consultant. That was it for today. Thanks for watching. Cheers.